And here comes our first crew of the day in, and always interesting when I see the engine trimmed up a little bit. I always like to watch these guys because sometimes that can get out of hand fast, but let's see how our crew does as he comes in. So Cap brake checks a little bit. His buddy's standing by the gunnel, ready to roll. And oh no! His buddy's down in the drink. Cap leaves the helm to grab the line, and a good Samaritan comes running down the dock to help the dude out. But Cap's got to get off here. He's drifting up onto the boat ramp. He goes for one leg over. Let's see if Cap can even make it off. And there we go. He's going to be good, but his buddy is absolutely drenched. I think he just lost his footing because it didn't seem like anything crazy. Cap didn't brake check. No sudden jerky movements. He just stepped on the gunnel and just lost his footing and went in. So now Cap's trying to get the boat pulled over. And his buddy's in good spirits about it, kind of telling the story right there, like, oh, don't worry about it, I just fell in. But, oh, man, fortunately, he's all good. Everybody's okay. And it looks like they're going to get the boat over. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. And today we are back down here visiting Boynton Beach, but they're still struggling kind of to try and get the boat all the way back over onto the dock. It's just not wanting to come. He's backing it up a little bit because it came pretty far forward when Cap had to try and jump off on his own, but they're struggling to get the stern around for some reason. And there we go. They're finally going to get it pulled over. The girl who was standing next to the jet ski was kind of priceless on this one too. When it happened, she kind of just looked down at him like, what do I do? And then her boyfriend fortunately came running down the dock to give the assist on getting him back up. But man, look at Cap. Cap's still tugging on this thing as the wind today is blowing so hard. It's just wanting to push everything off of the dock, and he's struggling still to kind of get it all the way over. And as we were filming that, crew, we missed this action happening just 2 docks over. Again, windy day. This crew came in, and the wind just kind of grabbed them and started pushing them into the boat behind them. And same thing that we just saw on the other vessel. This crew's actually struggling to get the boat brought all the way back over as well to the dock, but there we go. But now here's our original fallen crew, as our guy who fell in is now on the dock trying to do the handoff to get it onto the trailer. I'm not sure why we're not powering it on, but this crew's going to try and put it on by hand. As you can see, our guy in the water walking the strap way out there. So it looks like they're starting to get it lined up. We got a crew next to them trying to launch some skis. And I think they've got it on there. And the guy's struggling to get the ski pushed off. There we go, gets it off. Oh, he's going to wind up hitting their boat. Nope, he's going to have to push off as they're trying to hand load it. So he pushes it off, kind of getting the boat pushed over to the right a little bit. Now he's going to hit the dock and try and swing the ski around. Man, our crew is having a fun one down here. First the guy falls in. A ski decides to try and mess them up a little bit while they're trying to load. Again, loading by hand, it might actually mess with them a little bit. And no lines out immediately. Our guy decides to use the hand line, and we got Flavor Flav his Cap over here as his crew just watches out. There we go, finally a line in hand. We'll get it around the pole. Single line method, loop it around the pole, stern cleat to bow cleat, and call it a day. At least they had some lines with them. And this is our fallen crew finally pulling out, and the boat's a little crooked on the trailer. Just a little off. What's interesting is the jet ski guy who hit the boat lightly as they were loading pushed it over to the right a little bit, and I'm wondering if he didn't mess them up when they were trying to get it onto the trailer, because that's where it's at. The boat is just a few inches too far to the right. So Cap, it looks like he's pulling the drain plug, so I'm assuming we're just gonna let it ride. I mean, they're looking at it now, kind of like trying to decide what they're going to do. But Cap keeps the drain plug out. So I guess we're just going to roll with it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. If you pulled your boat out and it was this crooked, would you put it back in and try and straighten it up? Or would you just let it roll? I do know people who will swear it doesn't matter. They're like, it's going to be fine either way. But I'm one of those people, I just can't do it, man. If the boat's not on there right for whatever reason, I have to put it back down, take my time, try and line it up on there correctly, or it'll just annoy the crap out of me the rest of the day. But, so, our crew's back in the truck. Are they going to back down? No, they're going to take off. They're out of here, just leaving it like that. And our next crew on approach. Again, these big flags, the bimini top, these are all things that are going to hurt you a little bit as you're trying to battle this wind. So we've got 2 people in the bow now. They're already, I can tell, they're being pushed off center. They're going to have to try and push to keep off the metal thing around the pole. There we go.
Waiting for someone to sink their truck?
And they're all right.
Really?
And our next crew, this crew's going to try and battle the wind to come onto the dock as well. So Cap's going to make his turn. Try and go bow in on it. Got somebody up in the bow. Hopefully they're hanging on. And Cap's coming in on approach. But I can already tell the wind's got him. And yep, Cap backs out. That wasn't going to work like that. So Cap's going to have to try and line this one up one more time. Probably needs to wait. Try and pick a dock where he can come in and let the wind push him in versus battling the wind. And crew on approach. Cap kicks it out, and he killed the motors, it sounds like. So now they're just sitting here with nothing. He winds up lightly hitting the pole, but they've got to get close enough now to get a line on. He may have to fire a motor back up. I wonder why he turned them off. Okay, maybe they're not off. I can hear something running now. It just sounds like it, but maybe they just went into neutral. So Cap's trying to swing it back around. And here we go. Now they'll get it lined up right beside it, and they should be good to go. And speaking of being good to go, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we've got Boats versus Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.